aí, bichão? Come in, young blood.
How's it going, brother?
Oh, I'm doing okay, my brother. You're very excited to be on the show. It's a celebration.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an honor to be sharing the stage with the great Renato.
Yeah, that's right. You came correct with the his spec. I appreciate that, but this is something even bigger than your Uncle Renato. We celebrate once a year. It's a celebration of Lightskin History Month this month. So this is why I'm have you on.
Oh yeah, light skin don't get this just respect in the world these days.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna change that. We're gonna turn everything around, my brother. We're gonna say it's a celebration of the achievement of light-skinned individuals throughout history. And what better to celebrate one of the most light-skinned and also talented young fighter on the UFC today, which is Eryk Anders, everybody. So welcome to the show. This is the first time. I know we've talked before, but this is the first time you've been to the Vale Tudo Hour.
Yeah, I'm a little sad it took it being Lightskin History Month for you to get me on the show, but we here now.
Well, yeah, we started from the bottom of the barrel. Well, I should say you started from the bottom, but now you're here. You understand?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah. Yeah, so, God, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, my brother. So first of all, I want to get some stuff straight because, you're kind of, as they say, an enigma. A lot of people don't know where you came from. They don't know why this guy came on the scene out of nowhere. We thought he was a football player. Look at this good hair he have going on here. So I want to set the heck straight, about you and about your past and your present, and all that kind of stuff. But first of all, I want to ask you the correct pronunciation because I noticed. Look, black people is known to try to spice up names. Out of nowhere, they try to spice up regular names. So is pronounced Eryk or is Eryk?
Eryk, but the Brazilian population is always Eryk.
Well, of course, Eryk, but I'm talking about you parents. Sometimes the black people like to spice up the name and they call you like La Eryk, whatever, or D Eryk.
Nah, see, my mom's white, and she's the one who named me, so white people, they want to, it's Eryk, but she wants to spell a little different, so.
Okay, so she was influenced by some of the black people, though, because that's not how they usually get down like that. And then also, is Anders or Anders?
Anders.
Okay, Anders. And that's your mommy's name or your daddy?
That's my dad's name.
Okay, your dad's name. Okay. So now, and another question. Now, and so where you got the name, your nickname, Yeah Boy? Yeah, boy.
Man, it was more so of a little joke around the gym because, that's just kind of the way I thought, like, help your boy out, do this for your boy, go grab that for your boy. So everybody just
I thought it was like Yeah Boy, like Flavy.
Nah. It's like
okay, so it's
help your boy out.
Your boy. Okay. You sound like you came from the South.
I'm from Texas. That's right.
You came from the Chitlin circuit.
That's it.
Yeah. So now, but then here's another question here. I'm confused on this because you're supposed to be a light-skinned black guy, but they said you grew up in the Philippines. And I still don't understand.
My mom, she was in the Air Force, so that's just where I popped out at. She was stationed in the Philippines, so that's where your boy dropped.
Okay. So she met a black guys over in the Philippines?
No, her and my dad were married for a while before I was born, which is, something not typical of the black community,
What, you be married before you're gonna get some kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know about that. My parents, I too have a white mommy and a black daddy, and they was never married to begin with, for her.
Yeah, my parents, they were together till the day my dad died, so,
For you? I didn't. Okay, so let's. If you don't mind, I didn't know that your dad was passed away. I'm sorry to hear that, my brother.
It's all good, man. You seen the Lion King, man? It's the circle of life.
Oh, caralho. So how old was you when this was occur?
18 or 19.
Oh, okay. So what? Your father was not on the military with your mom?
No, they were both in the Air Force when they met. He's older, so he retired and then just kind of traveled the world with my mom.
Okay. Okay. Wow, interesting parallel because my father was like an older black or darker skinned father as well. It's interesting. How old was your father when you was born?
43.
Wow. Okay, very similar. And your mom?
She was 35, I believe.
Oh, caralho. Well, that's better than mine. My pops was like 39 and my mom's was 19. Caralho. Yeah. She was his karate student for her, and he was, took her aside for himself to, he was picked the best ones for himself.
Man, he did you a favor, man. He would got a black girl, you'd be dark skinned and,
But that's true.
The light skin is in these days.
Yeah, thank God, because we wouldn't like to end up to looking like somebody like maybe Gene Chalmers or maybe even worse, it's gonna be King Mo. God,
I don't know. It's hard to get any worse than those two.
Those two, I tried to explain. I had on also your boy Anthony Smith on here, and I was trying to explain to him about our Instagramming group,
Yeah.
And I tried to explain, that we had something that was supposed to be based on unity and mutual respect, and it's turned into like the Hatfield and McCoy or the Crip and the Bloods. It's light skin versus dark skin.
Yeah, that's the one-sided battle. Because, the dark skin, they don't stand a chance.
Yeah, and we tried to extend the olive branch, but they drew first blood, like Sylvester Stallone, They drew first blood, not me. They needed to left us alone, but then they woke up the sleeping giant, and now they can't get a moment's peace. You understand?
Yeah, man. Light skin don't tolerate no disrespect, man.
Anthony Smith said he wanted to be down with the team. He said, how can I be down? Like in the Ice-T video when the kid said, yo, I want to be like you. How can I be down?
He gotta get him a little black girlfriend.
Well, he got, what he got is he with like a poker hunch. He have like a Native American.
Oh, okay. All right, what's it?
But
that's like the original life.
That's that, yeah. And, so he's doing that stuff on Nebraska, he was taught her to smoke a peace pipe.
That peyote? He's smoking that peyote?
Well, no, I think it was something else. He gave her some kind of yodi, but I don't know if she did have to pay or not.
So he's John Smith, not Anthony Smith. Got it.
And there you go, my brother. I wish I had remembered that shit when he was there. I'm gonna hit him with that next time. You gotta watch out. White belt speak with forked tongue.
Yeah, gotta be wary.
Okay, so a lot of people look at you. I mean, people try to make parallel. About you, my early career. There's some similarity. You maybe even I'm more muscular, but you have similar physique. You have that good hair. You have the same kind of skin. So obviously there's gonna be a comparisons. You have power in your hands. I was always known for that. Also in my feet, but for me, I try to tell people that at one point I was known as the Christopher William of Vale Tudo. Christopher William from from a lot of stuff, but he was a H&B singer back in the 90s, and he was on New Jack City and stuff like that, if you remember. And they wanted to kind of compare you to that, but you wanted the New Jack, so I tried to tell them you more like the Jesse Smollett of MMA. You know who's Jesse Smollett?
No, I don't.
He's the young blood who was trying to hang himself in Chicago recently. The guy from the show Empire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So people try to compare you to that. I didn't know, it wasn't me. It's like most people. I'm just heating the stuff.
Hope I can reach that level of fame and stardom. But right now we're working on our way in that direction.
Okay, so out there, everybody, all my fan out there, know this, that Eryk Anders is, said he's the next Jesse Smollett of MMA, so that's cool. So let's get back into your stuff. So you grew up on the Philippines, so you must have been bigger and stronger than a lot of the competition. So you was getting a lot of pussy at a young age, now?
Well, yeah, I was getting a lot of pussy at a young age, but we moved from the Philippines to America when I was like 2 years old.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I was just born there, and we moved like every 3 years, and then we settled in Texas, and that's kind of where I grew up a little bit.
So what part of Texas you moved to?
San Antonio.
That's where they make like paste picante sauce and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Alamo. That's where Johnny Cash took the train.
Okay, so you're back in Texas, San Antonio. I know that Charles. I watch a lot of NBA, so Charles Barkley likes to say that there's a lot of big girls out there. Is that true?
Man, it's just a lot of Mexican women. You got to catch them before they turn 30 or have a baby. Because after that, that body just goes downhill.
That's
after
it,
that.
huh?
Yeah. So that's the secret. That's the secret.
Yeah, usually I don't stick around to see what they look like after the baby, so I've never been exposed to that.
Yeah, well, I went and got me a Brazilian, so, she's had a baby and she bounced back real nice.
Oh, God, I already seen. I know that you're not supposed to covet thy light-skinned neighbor's wife, but I notice on sometimes I forget because I see her Instagram me. And then I want to go, oh, God, are you? And then I go, oh, that's that. Fuck, I see the last name. I go, oh, yeah. Because what's her name? With a Y. God,
Yasmin.
Yeah, Yasmin. And I go, ooh, Yasmin. And then it goes Anders. And I go, oh, that black so-and-so. He took the Brazilian woman for himself.
Come on, my light-skinned brother. It's
I know,
down there for you.
I know, but God, are you? Sometimes I feel like they should all be, available to you, Uncle Renato, but that's just my crazy, dream. I just see things through my own, from my own perspective. Okay, so now you're in San Antonio. You're dating a lot of Mexican chicks. They probably think you're half Mexican or something, or Puerto Rican or Cuban or some shit.
Them Mexicans know I'm not Mexican. Ain't too many 6-foot Mexicans, so they like, nah, you gotta be from one of the islands somewhere. You gotta be Dominican or Puerto Rican.
Did you try to play the Puerto Rican shit like Richard Pryor in Bingo Long? You ever seen that?
Nah. I'm a huge Richard Pryor fan, but I've always been comfortable with my own light skin.
You remember that though? Richard Pryor was trying to put on like a Puerto Rican accent so he could pass. He was like in the Negro League. You gotta see that if you've never seen it. He tried to slick his hair back and he have a mustache and he speak with like a Puerto Rican accent.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, you gotta see that shit. Okay, so now you out there, you dating some Mexican chicks. How you? So the first stops you got real good at football, no?
Yeah, I just kind of took to football naturally. So, football in Texas, high school football in Texas is something of a religion in itself. If you watch the movie Friday Night Lights and Varsity Blues,
I seen that one.
You see Varsity Blues?
I seen both that ones. I saw. I think I like maybe. Nah, you know what? I like both that movies. The football scenes was good. Like that's some of the best football scenes I ever seen. Yeah. The action parts.
Yeah, you put those two movies together, and that's exactly what Texas high school football is.
Yeah, but you wasn't listening to Public Enemy and stuff because you're a little younger, no?
I like Public Enemy.
But you remember that in the scenes, the football scenes, when they had like the black kid, I forgot his name, but he was dead. Yeah, I like that. That got me.
Terminator X.
Yeah, that got me hyped. Yeah. That got me hyped when they played that shit. And then the football scenes in whatchamacallit, Varsity Blues was good too.
Yeah, but for that movie, you gotta think about like party scenes and stuff like that. Cause that's what it was.
Oh, you had the keys to the city back then.
A little bit. I live in Alabama now, so they took it back. They changed the law from me.
Well, hey, but when you was a kid, you was doing your thing. So now, how you got like good enough? When did you find out that you was good enough to play? Like, okay, I might have a chance to play college, and then shit, I might have a chance to play the pros. You know?
Man, that was, I think that's every kid who plays football in high school. I think that's their dream, to go play big Division I football, and then once you get to that stage, the next step is the NFL. So that's everybody who plays in college dream, is to play for 20 years in the NFL. So.
Yeah, but everybody have that dream. But when did you feel like, okay, this shit might actually to happen?
I've always felt like that. Oh,
for you.
Just because, man, I just look at how everybody else works, and then I try to take it a step above that. And then in high school I had the stats. I played really well in high school, and I just knew it would be a matter of time before I got to the next level.
Yeah, and then you went to the Crimson Tide.
Yep, that's right. Won a national championship there. The NFL thing didn't work out as I had hoped, but that door closed, and then I opened up another door, and now I'm in the UFC. So it's working out well for me.
So how you decided, like, what was that transition like? Because I see that for some reason, more than most other professional sport, it feels like football is of the non-combat sports, is the one that guys seem to translate most from, Man,
I think as football, outside of wrestling and boxing and like combat sports, I think football is the one sport where, like, there's a lot of contact, a lot of grit and aggression, all meet with athleticism. Basketball, you see guys, if the wind blows too hard, they go flying across the court.
Not in the old days, though. Back in the old days.
Well, yeah, but those guys are a dying breed, man. There aren't, the Michael Jordans and the Larry Birds. Those guys don't exist anymore.
How about the Anthony Mason or the fucking Charles Oakley? Those guys would have made a good fucking MMA fighter.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like anybody I think MMA just, you have to have that grit, almost like that chip on your shoulder. That, but in football, that's what football is. It's a lot of collisions, and it's a contact sport. You see guys like Neymar playing in the World Cup, who just roll around on the ground. Not taking anything.
Like somebody shot the guy in the feet.
Yeah, not taking anything away from the dude's athleticism. He's a phenomenal athlete, but probably not going to be an MMA fighter. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's probably not looking to fight people. I think football is just one of those sports where, you're told it's okay to hit somebody. You're told it's okay to go blast somebody full speed. So.
Yeah. And you know what I noticed too? Like sometimes I see some of the takedown, some of the tackle, and it have some of the same element as like a takedown.
Yeah, and football, your whole life you're training your body to be fast, explosive, short area quickness, agile, and things like that. Things that translate into MMA. And you're right, football tackle is essentially a double leg if you do it right. So, those guys have 1,000 reps at double legs. The guys who play on defense, anyways, where the real men play. But
oh, the heel man. Yeah, you was a defensive tackle.
Well, yeah, and a lot of those guys who play, who make that transition, they play defense. Greg Hardy played D-line. I played D-line. Matt Mitrione was a lineman, but he's in the trenches regardless. So, so there ain't too many guys who play wide receiver or defensive back, which I think would be the best MMA fighters looking to make that transition.
Yeah. Or what about like a tight end? Can you imagine like a Gronkowski?
Gronkowski, he's a little fragile, man, but the guys.
Oh, is he? Or how about like what's his name? Fucking Tony Gonzalez or whatever.
Yeah, that dude has been a monster. That dude's like, he's like 6'8". I don't know how much he weighs, but I would imagine it would be hard for him to make 265.
Nah.
But think about if LeBron James decided to do MMA.
I do think about that. Every time I see that guy, I think, God, Thank God that guy never fucking tried that shit.
Yeah, the thing about, you know, taking a head kick from that dude, or, you know, that dude's a phenomenal athlete, you know. So.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm always in awe of that guy. You know, a lot of people talk shit about him, but if you appreciate, forget basketball, if you even appreciate any sports in general, to watch that guy play, it's like you gotta appreciate that shit.
Yeah, you know, but once again, you know, he's one of the new era guys. I don't know if he would have. I don't think he's got like the mental fortitude of like Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and those guys. You know, you see him check himself out of a game, or
it's different. It's just a different. You know, some of these guys is like a victim of the time. It's like I feel like they could adjust. It's just if you got different rules, you know, like if you used to like modern MMA rules, and then you look at old school Vale Tudo where you got guys. You know, kicking people in the balls and stomping on the fucking, you know, head, and like Hanzo being in a fight where somebody's trying to stab him from outside the ring, you know, like when he's up against the cage. I mean, that's like a whole different level of shit, you know.
Yeah, I guess you're right, you know. But look, the difference is the rules in basketball haven't changed that much. You know, it's still the same game. You know.
Wow, they changed a lot of the, you know, they changed the hand check and the fucking, you know, there's a lot of stuff they changed. And the shit that used to be a regular foul, now that shit'll get you a jack.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
And ever since the malice at the palace, now you can't even fight. There's no more basketball fights, you know. I miss that.
Yeah, well, I think Ron Artest ruined that. You know, he started ran up in the stands, beating everybody up.
Artest, and what was the other guy? Steven Jacks, fucking
Jermaine.
Jermaine O'Neal. He tried to haul off and hit that kid, that chubby kid. God, are you? I remember that. I miss those days before when they used to scrap. My favorite all-time fighter in basketball was a coach. It was Jeff Van Gundy. He always had my respect because he tried to do a single leg to fucking Alonzo Mourning. You remember, he was like, hold on for dear life. But that's the kind of coach you want, a guy who's gonna try to fight Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah, you always want to ride around your squad, man.
Exactly. You know, that's I never forget that. You know, I was living in New York at the time, and I forever endear he's hold a dear spot into my heart.
Speaking of coaches, which is the coach that Latrell Sprewell choked out?
Oh, PJ Carlissimo. Yeah, he had that shit coming. I never liked that guy. I never liked PJ. He talked too much shit to the player.
Yeah,
that's why.
He ran up on a real one. Guys, that choked out.
Yeah, because he used to yell like Bobby Knight. He used to yell at the players when he was at I think it was Seton Hall. He was talk shit to the. I never liked him, and then I thought to myself, he's not gonna be able to get away with that shit with grown men, you know. And then. Yeah, and then, you know, they said that after he did the choking of him, that he came back again with a 2x4.
Oh, man.
He was looking for PJ with a 2x4.
Lucky ain't fine.
Because, Latrell come from, like, the ghetto in Milwaukee, which I didn't even knew was a thing until I heard about that Latrell. And then I investigated that shit, and they got some tough area in Milwaukee, believe it or not.
It's too cold to have gang violence in Milwaukee, I feel like.
Hey, listen, it's the same shit as Detroit or Chicago. Them shits is cold too. Try go fuck around over there.
Maybe they don't have anything else. Maybe they don't have anything else to do. And I don't know.
It's dangerous. It's some hard living out there, my brother.
Yeah.
I want you to subscribe. Hey, I'm not joking about that subscribing, okay?